This channel is supported by TrueFire. TrueFire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses. I think this is something that you're going to potentially find quite interesting. When I got an email from Chaos Audio, I wasn't familiar with this company, but they seem to be doing some really different things in a way. And so when they asked me if I would demo their Stratus, I said, yeah, let's do it. Let's get into this thing. So this is the Stratus. They say here, super smart Stompbox plus digital pedal store. So the whole point of this thing is this kind of blending the two worlds of your pedal board, the plugin world. And this is the Chaos Audio Stratus. We'll get into it in this video. This video is going to take me a few days to make because I need to get it connected up to my phone, show you the plugins, record a demo with it. But yes, we have essentially on the front here a knob, really straightforward, and a switch. We have an out and an in, USB out here, and 9-volt. So you can control this with Midi via USB. It is mono operation. Important things to note. Some of the plugins, though, they have stereo versions of as well. The goal of this video is that hopefully by the end of it, you'll be familiar with what the Chaos Audio Stratus thing is about. And yeah, you'll have heard it, heard some sounds from it, seen what it looks like to use. Yeah, that'll be that. Okay, so let's see if we can get this thing connected up. So, plug in my power up here. I've got my guitar plugged in. First time. Okay, shut up, Jake. Scan for devices, I think. Scan for devices. Tap to connect. Connect. Okay, so now the Stratus is connected, so we can look at our pedal board. Explore. No effects found. Download them from the tone shop. So let's start off with delay then. So get, install, pedal board. Okay. Okay, then let's add something else. So explore. How do we add more? Get to our shop. I think there's a free reverb that you guys can try as well. Reverb. So let's try Starlight. Free with Stratus. And what we're doing now is kind of like building up our chain. So add effect. Go back to our tone shop. Just build up these little chains of. Cool. I wish there was like a just download all type thing. So this is what I've got at the moment. So let's chuck in front the Apollo tube drive. go save preset, drive. Okay, so this is kind of the live mode with the looper. If we hold this button here, or is it this button? We get into preset mode. And then each press here, basically we have 2 presets per color. So it's like trem. Press again, we get to our next one. So you could use it in that way as a looper, so you'd have like essentially 14 presets and you can switch between any pair of those. So you have like A, B toggling, and then you hit the live, which you can hit with your foot as well, the multi-knob, and that's how you can access them. Or you could use the USB-C, and there's actually some videos up with the, you know, you can control that with like most MIDI controllers in a fairly simple way. Okay, so the way that this works, kind of, I've got my pedal board here. I can add the bits and pieces that I've got. So there's kind of like a paid element to this, so you can buy more as and when you want them. So this is like a daily driver from Schnobel. Actually super tasty. Okay, and then I could go add other elements. So let's add in digital delay. Okay, and if I go back into my shop, I've got access to basically all of them, but the way that this would work, so let's try this cascading star delay. You would have to pay for this one individually. But there are a bunch that are free with the Stratus pedal itself, and some that are free online if you want to try these in your DAW. So let's just remove that one for now and add instead the delay. So you can put together like a chain of So say we save this as JC lead. That is a really nice tone. So I could have this pedal in that kind of job, you know, where it's like I can either have it on or off as a lead, or I could go into my preset mode and I could have a couple of different things with this in a switcher, or I could have this with a Midi switcher with some different presets. It's a really versatile kind of system, and I think over time this could grow into something even more than it is right now. So thank you to Chaos Audio for getting me involved. I'm going to try this in front of my Deluxe Reverb now to play you out, but yeah, that's Chaos Audio Stratus. There's definitely more that they can do with this, but I think it's a really strong sort of concept. I'd quite like a scenario where maybe this was kind of stereo in the future, you know, different pieces of hardware. And the other cool thing is they're going to be bringing amps to the Stratus soon. The amps coming soon, as you can see. So that's a really cool thing. I think there's a bright future ahead for this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Is this something you've heard of? I hadn't heard of it, but I think it's actually a pretty cool little situation going on here. One cool thing we got here, I can bypass the pedal but also in this mode I've got a looper up the top here on the multi knob. 1, 2, 3, 4. Overdub. Come over here to my app. Probably tell there's an awful lot to kind of get your head around with the Stratus pedal. So the basic gist of it, you've got plugins that work on this pedal, and there's a bunch of free ones. These will also work in your DAW. With the Stratus, you get a bunch of free plugins that can work on here, so you could, you know, start getting to work with that. But then essentially the actual pedal itself, You kind of can run up to 7 plugins at a time per preset, and then you can either run it in like live mode where you're kind of on or off, or you've got this preset mode where you can have essentially jump between presets with this button, and then A and B, so you have preset pairs with this button. Then also via USB, if you've got a Midi controller, you can Midi control all of that sort of stuff. So I think that would be the way for me, that if I was going to be using this sort of thing live, I would probably invest in a Midi controller and then get into that tweakability of being able to turn off, for instance, the delay, the drive, that sort of stuff. So yes, a very fully featured piece of kit. The looper in there also I kind of had to go with. I put it in front of my Deluxe Reverb. Sounds good. And I think it's a real kind of possibly Swiss Army knife type pedal for a lot of people. You know, this is taking up one pedal position, but could have a chain of like 7 effects. So if you needed something like that could do a lot of different things, you know, maybe your lead tone needs a drive and a delay. There you go. Maybe it needs a drive, delay, and a gate. There you go. Maybe you think, I don't know, I want a flanger occasionally with a, you know, think of what you would use it for, and let me know in the comments below. Thanks to Chaos Audio for getting involved. Now I'm going to play you out with the Deluxe Reverb and the Schnobel tone, drive, daily driver, and the Constellation delay.